And I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
We in there. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and the high vibrating species on the planet, man. What it is, what it do, y'all. Welcome back to the channels. Welcomes back to the channels. Hookah trees and SCPs. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. How we living out there, man? How the world treating y'all? For real, for real. How the world treating y'all? Alright. Yeah. We got us some nothing. Hope everybody good. Come on in. Grab a seat. Okay, mates. Salute to you. Peace and love to you. I appreciate you joining me once again. If you're new, just grab a chair. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just grab a chair. Pay attention. Take some notes. Like, share, and subscribe later. No pressure. If you're new. All my academates, y'all already know what it is that we do. You know what I'm saying? I hope you got what you need, because I do. Yes, I'm not going to waste no time, so we going to get on into this one. So long as y'all's is good out there, we going to go ahead and get this and bust. You feel? So, let's put a torch to that. Let's put a bustin on this. Let's see what's up with 4419, the Butcher's Chariot. Shall we? Let's do it.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to apologize for the 3-week absence.
Oh no,
I was just taking a little break.
No worries.
The SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-4419. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the expansive range of circumstances in which SCP-4419 manifestations occur, containment efforts are to focus on information control and post-manifestation cleanup rather than physical imprisonment.
Meaning they can't keep up with the damn thing. They don't know what they don't really know what's going on. So they just, yeah. This is one of those head on the swivels, because they gonna come clean you up, and somebody gonna get the neuralizer if they witnessed it, because they can't contain it. So we are out the gate.
Any witnesses to an SCP-4419 manifestation are to be dosed with a Class B or Class A amnestic as appropriate for their level of exposure. In cases where it is possible to restore the bodies of SCP-4419 victims to roughly standard human configurations, a cover story is to be established to explain any remaining damage as a result of their original injuries. In case...
Sorry, Dr. Miller, don't mean to cut you short right there. See what I'm talking about? Now, I was thinking last time when I said, you know what I'm saying, they didn't give us enough information. One of my first initial thoughts was, well, I mean, it's a 10-minute video. What do you expect to get? We are 1 minute and 14 seconds into this one, y'all. And we already know that this thing gonna do you something bad if it gets hands on you. Or whatever it gets on you. It's gonna do you something bad, boy. In cases where it is possible to restore the bodies of SCP-4419 victims to roughly standard human configurations, meaning this thing is about to gorge in you and do you something to, there's no animal, you ain't gonna really be able to explain what animal did this. So they gonna throw you up under the bus. He got mangled by a train. It's gonna be it's gonna be gory. It's getting ugly. And we just got that out of a minute and 14. So we know we ain't playing with this thing. So let's see if we can kill it.
Cases where this is not feasible, Victims of SCP-4419 are to be brought into custody and, if possible, euthanized. A cover story is then to be established regarding the death of the victim due to their original injuries or conditions. Description: SCP-4419 is a vehicle resembling an ambulance of a varying make and model, which spontaneously appear in an area shortly before a medical emergency arises. The means by which SCP-4419 predicts these situations is currently unknown. Although the appearance of SCP-4419 differs from manifestation to manifestation, it will always resemble an ambulance appropriate for the local culture. Upon the occurrence of the medical emergency, SCP-4419 will proceed directly to the injured individual, hereafter referred to as the victim. Two individuals of varying physical appearances in paramedic uniforms will then exit from the back of SCP-4419, secure the victim, and bring them back with them into SCP-4419. The individuals that emerge from SCP-4419 will behave as expected for a medical professional in this situation, but will repel any attempt by others to prevent them securing the victim via extreme physical force.
That ain't good, y'all. I'm not seeing how that's good. I'm not seeing how that's good. You're in an emergency. So you make the call. They're on the way. These guys show up. You're in a panic. You're not really, well, some people, cause you know me, I'm observant. I be shit. You know what I'm saying? The heat of the moment, I still be goddamn on some Bruce Wayne detective, Batman. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes. Sometimes. You feel? But that's not good. That ain't good. Then they say they'll fight with you, boy. If you try to take the victim, boy, let me get this, boy. If they roll up on you first and they trying to get you to their spittle, they ain't trying to go nowhere else, folks. They trying to get you somewhere else. And obviously what they gonna do to you is horrible. So you're basically, if they show up, you call, okay, we need some description, because we need to know what this truck look like. It's an ambulance, so we need to see what it look like. Because it said right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I called it right there. You know what I'm saying? An ambulance appropriate for the local culture. So it's wherever the emergency is, it's pulling up looking like whatever it needs to pull up looking like. It's going to basically scan your area, see what it's busting like. It's going to turn into that. It's going to look like that when it pull up. You ain't going to know nothing, man. So hopefully these dudes that jump out, they ain't got no faces or something. There's something that stands out that we'll know that we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Imposter.
Once the victim has been secured within SCP-4419, it will leave the area at extreme speeds, disappearing the moment it is outside of observation. 2 to 7 days later, the victim will be returned outside a local area, suffering from extreme and invasive bodily modifications. Although the majority of these alterations would logically result in the death of the victim, death will not occur in these cases unless the modifications are tampered with or otherwise undone. The specific nature of these modifications differs from case to case, although there does appear to be a level of correlation with the original medical emergency. See Encounter Log 4419-1.
So you got the human caterpillar going on, like. Well, he just said. He just said modification. So let me not jump to conclusion. Okay, let's see if we get some examples of some modifications. Like what type of modifications? Like what's going on?
Encounter Log 4419-1. The following is a log of encounters with SCP-4419, the original medical emergencies in each case, and the bodily modifications applied to the victim. Note that this log does not encapsulate all known SCP-4419 victims, and a full record is available upon request from the Data Archive at Site 31.
Okay, well let me throw this in there. I can see now why they can't contain it.
Date: 07/02/1983. Medical emergency. A braking car hits a pedestrian crossing the street, resulting in a broken leg. Bodily modification. Victim returned with all limbs amputated and relocated to protrude directly from his torso. Limbs were re-amputated and a cover story was established to...
Whoa! Hold the fuck on, bro. What? That's way beyond extreme, bro. Oh no, you don't want them to show up. No, we need some description what they look. Hey, no, you don't need, no, bro. You don't need them showing up on your block if you hurt. You got a broke leg and you came back with your, boy, stop, boy. No, phone now.
Explain the loss of limbs as the result of a much more severe car accident.
Oh, hell.
Date: 23/11/1994. Medical emergency. A man suffers from a broken jaw following a fight outside a bar. Bodily modification. Victim returned with his jaw forced permanently open. In addition, a glass window was installed in the mouth to permit viewing of the heart, which had been relocated to the back of their throat. Due to the relocation of the heart, reversion of the body modifications was not possible, and the victim was euthanized.
Now, who in the
Date:
hell would...
1906.
Beyond me. Beyond me.
1999. Medical emergency. A homeless man suffers from a drug overdose. Bodily modification. Victim returned to the same place he was originally taken from. The top of the victim's skull had been removed and the brain crudely scooped out and placed into the victim's hands, which had been fused together in front of him. While being brought into custody, the victim's brain fell out of his hands and he instantly expired. Note that at no point was the victim's brain actually connected to his nervous system. Date: 29/01/2003. Medical emergency. A wife and husband involved in a car crash suffer numerous broken bones and severe bleeding. Bodily modification. Victims returned fused together by their backs. All bones that had been broken in the original accident were meticulously removed, resulting in the loss of use of some limbs. The victims were successfully separated, administered amnestics as appropriate, and their modified limbs were amputated. Date: 15/02/2006. Medical emergency. An elderly man suffers from a heart attack. Bodily modification. Victim was returned with 11 additional non-functional hearts within his body, stuffed between his existing organs. Expiration occurred when surgeons attempted to remove these additional hearts before agents could arrive on the scene. Surgeons and medical staff who had treated the victim were administered amnestics and the body confiscated. Date: 1909/2008. Medical emergency. A fire at a bar results in 19 people suffering from severe burns. An additional 7 people suffer from skull fractures and broken bones when they attempt to confront the individuals who emerge from SCP-4419 and are also taken as victims. It is believed existing injuries were exacerbated and new injuries caused by attempting to force 26 people into the limited space within SCP-4419. Bodily modification. Victims returned to the local community center as a single watery mass, which twitches and shivers when physical contact is applied. As no method of euthanizing the victims could be found, they are currently stored in a liquid tank at Site 31. Date: 24/11/2014. Medical emergency. A U.S. military private is shot while on patrol in Afghanistan. Bodily modification. Due to the suspicious nature of SCP-4419's arrival and the forceful securing of the private, other soldiers on the patrol fire upon SCP-4419 as it leaves. Witnesses report seeing a viscous black fluid leaking from the resultant bullet holes in SCP-4419's surface. The victim is found broken down into a thin paste and spread over the walls of their barracks the next day. The agents who initially secured the remains reported seeing a mostly intact eyeball dilate when they approached, What has been brought into storage is referred to for convenience sake as remains. It is currently not known whether or not the victim has expired.
What the hell?
Again, I apologize for the quality of my voice today. It's very strained, as the last section of my hiatus, I got a cold. Yeah. Okay. I think that about does it for today. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Hey man, what the fuck? Hey, what is this? So is this what's coming? Is this what's stepping out? Listen, bro, cause they, hey. Oh, now, check this out, man. Now I was listening this time. I was listening. So obviously these people look normal or something. Like they don't give off any type of bad vibes when they get out, other than, you know what I'm saying, they're hella aggressive. Like they don't look a particular way, they just look like regular people. Cause this dude don't look regular. He look like if he stepped up out of there, I'm pulling a stick immediately. He gonna eat these quickly. Like damn that. Like if I can, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not incapacitated, I'm coming up reaching for something quickly. No. Not with that. Not if that's what's jumping about out of an ambulance. No, we're not doing that. Now, if it's coming out and if it's looking regular, but damn, bruh, ain't nobody looking at the time like, man, we, you know what I'm saying, was y'all around the corner, like, y'all, cause y'all pulled up, like, really fast. And y'all like, give me the victim. No, you can't have him. Back up. Boy, I said back up. And they ready to let you have it and put you in there. And then speed off. 7 days later, you show up. Oh! And y'all just hitting us with the hush stories. We just get hush story. We can't get a better description of this ambulance. We can't get a better description of the people. I mean, is it down to a T? Are they jumping out looking just like a human, a so-called human being? Which we know everybody that's so-called supposed to look like a human or is human ain't human. We already know this, but I mean, they ain't putting off no type of vibe that they on some other shit. They just hear the accident, they pull up real quick, and they pull up so damn quick we don't even know who called them. Like, how did y'all even have time to even receive the phone call to get dispatched? Unless y'all saw this happen. And obviously it can get around, so it's not just in one locale, it's all over the place. Popping up in this country. People getting snatched up and getting jigsaw stuff done to them. Or a human, man, I don't know, man. It's almost like, okay, I mean, all right, fine. The butcher's chariot. Yeah, that's a world of its own. Okay, we're not even gonna try to. I was going. Yeah. Y'all know it. I was about to try it and put jigsaw with some other. You know what I'm saying? But then when you think about it, the stuff that they doing. I mean, bro, the dude broke his leg and you returned him with all his limbs amputated and coming out of, and then you sewed him back, the limbs back onto his torso, so he has the amputes and the actual limbs. Come on, like what? I mean, it's driving me to ask, like, what's provoking the thought? Like, what's really doing? Like, what the fuck? I'm thrown, y'all. I'm thrown, man. Listen. Keep your head on the swivel. Watch out for this thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all checking them, you know what I'm saying, them EMTs, man, thoroughly. After seeing this right here, you ain't trying to come back looking like, you know what I'm saying, like you went down Resident Evil Street. You feel me? Like, and then look at this thing. Buddy had his brain in his hand. It just fell out. He just died. So had his brain not fallen out of his hand, he'd still be alive. It's not in his head where it's supposed to be. It's not connected to nothing. And this dude is still alive. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, it's not something that you want to allow. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you want to allow to happen to you. It's not something that you want to have happen to you. I mean, I don't want to break my finger and then, you know what I'm saying, these mother suckers show up and then all of a sudden I got all my fingers coming out the back of my head like some chicken or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro. So no, I'm not dealing. So head on the swivel. Y'all don't forget to keep yourself protected spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And at this point, man, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, y'all finna have to do some checking at the door. Check them at the door. If you ain't injured, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, if it's not life or death. Death ain't, to me, death is not real. But, you know, if it's not one of those situations and you're not in one of those scenarios and you can do some self-healing and some self-repairing and some, you know what I'm talking about, you can take care of self, I would just leave the phone on the shelf and just go, you know what I'm saying, get me some cotton swabs and just go ahead and handle the business. And get like my guy here and just take care of the business myself. You feel me? I mean, I do that now. You know what I'm saying? If I can't get it done myself and I'm just forced to go to the hospital, then I guess I have to go to the hospital. But best believe, if I can do anything about any ailment that I have, I'm going for me first. I'm gonna trust me first. I'm not gonna trust anybody else. Now you telling me if this thing was actually a thing, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust like every EMT that roll up on you. You liable to get snatched up by something like this and never synced again. And won't be seen again until 7 days later, looking like he said. Hopefully we can put the body back together and make it look normal again, dude. In every sense of the word, he is not in every sense of the word. So y'all keep y'all protect yourselves out there. Be safe. Don't let the world drive you crazy. You know what I mean? We're just enjoying the SCPs. This is hookah trees and SCPs. We're just enjoying them. You know what I'm saying? Looking through the files. You know what I'm talking about? Being nosy, because I know it's some stuff in here hidden in plain sight, and we gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? We got the sight. We gonna get it. We already been digging it out. You know what I'm talking about? So we gonna continue to run them up. Y'all continue to stay in the high vibes, stay in a good mood, stay elevated. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other is what I was really gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, man. Feathers up. Peace and love. All guys and goddesses and all high vibrating species on the planet. 1,000.